Queen IB coming to you. Just wanted to do a video for everybody today. March 29th, I am out in my natural habitat, getting some of this wonderful sunshine, Carolina sunshine today. And I hope that you are. This is actually talking about the importance of getting out and getting some of this sunshine and not allowing yourself to be so trapped in all day, every day. Because you must understand that it is a trap for you to be boxed in, always inside of a box, always inside, never outside, never having time to be outside. We have to remember that we have to make the time. We have to make it the way that we see it to be. And we have to realize that we are in an age of time now where the excuse of not being able to make it the way that you see it, the excuse is getting old. It's getting, as they like to call, lame. It's a lame excuse. You know, we are too far along in, and we have too many things going for us to keep saying that, oh, I can't, and I can't. Well, that's what this message is about, to let you know that really, at all, it has nothing to do with what you can't do. It's what you won't do. It's what you're not willing to do. It's where you're not willing to start, which is starting with your mind. First, you have to transform that whole way of thinking that you have. From the way that you're thinking now, you have to change it completely. Because I guarantee you 90% of the time, if you are, well, I could say 99% of the time, if you're thriving for something better, for freedom, or to be in a better situation, well, then that means your mind is not where it's supposed to be. Because if your mind was where it's supposed to be, then you wouldn't be having those desires. You will already be living that out. So once I figured out that it was my mind, and I started operating on my mind, I started operating on my mind. Started taking that bad boy apart, reprogramming it, rearranging it, putting new information into it, starting all over from scratch. Because unfortunately, the way that it was built from the start, from scratch, was of the system. It was of a systematic way. It was for systematic reasoning. It was for, not for my personal benefit for myself, but for the benefit of a bigger picture, for a mass picture. So, from the time that we come into the world, we're born and bred. That's my favorite thing, born and bred, right here in Fayetteville. Yeah. We're bred to operate in such a way, think in such a way, live in such a way, everything from the beginning. And it's all for a bigger systematic picture. So therefore, we don't have our own pictures. We don't have our own picture of that which we see, which we would like to see, which we would like to occur, which we would like to happen within our life, within our surrounding, within our world. So we're left being, dare I say, robots. Because you're programmed. You're programmed like a daggone robot is. And a robot program with a computer chip and all that, and is told what to do and which way to go, which way to move. Well, that's exactly what we are from the beginning. That's what we are. We are programmed in such the same way, in such the same manner. So, where do we start? Well, we have to go all the way back to the beginning, because unfortunately that's where it all started, was from the beginning. All this began from the start. This was done before us, before the ones that was before our generation, before it was done before them. It was done generations back, so far back that you have to now stop, go back, and retrace your steps. You have to retrace it all the way back from the beginning. And it's not a hard thing to do if that's where your spirit is aligned, and if that's where you're meant to be, and if that's what's meant to happen, then that is what will happen, and will nothing stand in the way. And as a matter of fact, it will happen easier for you than what you think that it will. And the fact that you think that it will be hard, and you think that it will be troublesome and uncomfortable, which is supposed to be uncomfortable, and it's supposed to be hard, and it's supposed to be troublesome, but because of those, you fear it so much. Not just you. Let me stop saying just you. Let me just say we, us. Let me replace the word you, and let's use the word we or us. Because it's not just you. It's a collective amount of us. I myself. I'm just now coming and embarking on this journey. I'm just not getting to where I need to be. I'm just learning how to talk on camera. I don't even have no fancy old phone. I don't even have a face front camera. My camera is on the back. On the the back camera. Yeah, that's my phone. But I have so much to share, and I am expanding so much that it's impossible for me to keep it all in the inside. I have to share this with you. Now, today is a Wednesday, middle of the work week, or Babylonian systematic work week. Wednesday, right daggone smack dab in the middle, hump day. And as I said, well, now it's, I didn't say the time, now it should be around 12 o'clock-ish. I haven't checked it since I've been out here. And, of course, I'm alone. Ain't nobody ever around. I'm always by myself. I love it. But nobody's ever around. No one's ever out exploring. Well, because 80% of us are stuck inside of some form of a building doing some type of work for some type of system somewhere that benefits something, somebody, in some form, shape, or fashion. So, not unless this was a Saturday morning or even a Sunday morning, I'm always the one out, which we should see as part of the problem. You don't even have freedom to come out here and just sit around and do nothing and freaking talk to a camera and just talk about life and be philosophical on the camera. You know. So as we can clearly begin to see, it is imperative that we begin to make the time, make that which we wish to see. That is the only way it's going to happen. It's not just going to happen to you. There is bigger forces that are in play that have always been in play. So therefore, it's not just going to come to you. You have to make it. You really just have to make it. And that is a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow, because a lot of people don't know how to make nothing. They don't know how to create anything. And I'm not talking about create things physically. I mean alchemically, meaning using the elements and using that which we're given, using every element upon the face of the earth that we're giving to create. A lot of people don't want to take the time to do that, to learn that, because of the systematic programming is so deep and is so strong and is so embedded in so many different generations, so deep within the DNA that really it's only the spirit that can take you out of it. Okay, but to stay focused on my center thought, I do want to keep focused on one thought, and that would be to connect with nature. Nature is your source. Nature is your healer. Nature is your life. It is your spirit force. It is the driving force. It is that which we are so disconnected from that has caused every single heartache, pain, trouble, trials, and tribulation. It is because of the disconnect. And people don't think that. They think, oh, it's just the trees and the grass. I mean, they're always there, and you don't think that they serve any significance in life. But how could you not think that they serve no significance in life when they're always here and they were here before you and going to be here long after you? And it is the planet, it is the earth. I don't understand. But for some reason we've come so far out of self, so far on the outside, seeking so much on the outside, that we've come so far and have neglected the fact that everything is within, and all of your source of healing is in nature. Every ounce, every drop, everything that you can seek. Just breathing in fresh air, just being around the elements, the water, the ground, the grass, the earth, the sun, beaming down on your head. Woo! Haha, I like that kind of stuff there. I like that. We've just come so separated from self, so far from self. I'm out here with this cup, and inside of this cup is life, literally. And it was full when I got here. Blackberries, which I only put a handful of blackberries, and it took over. The blueberries, the strawberries, raspberry, some kale, and parsley with pineapple juice for the liquid. And it is life. And it is something that we need to strive for daily, on a daily basis. All right. I gave my offering of 3 pennies today. I meant to have 4 pennies, but I left one, so I made 3 work. It's time to get into nature. It's time to get centered into where it all began and where it will all end. Have a blessing.